Great. Hello everyone, welcome to Meet the Member, and today it's a great pleasure to meet with Nazeli, who's Editorial and Marketing Manager at Europecomics. Nazeli, I'd love to know about what you do. What work do you do?
Yes, well, thanks for having me here. It's a pleasure for me as well. I actually do many things, but maybe I'll start quickly by saying something about our company. We are part of a very large graphic novel and video and entertainment company. Let's call it like this. So it's French and. But so it's very big, but what I do is actually a very tiny thing. It's a digital only English language graphic novel catalog that we are distributing worldwide in libraries and in usual retailers, but we also try to sell the rights at the same time. So what I do is actually marketing, B2B and B2C at the same time. Although to some people that might not make sense, but that's how it is.
I think most of us do.
Yeah, and I also work a bit of editorial for the selection of the titles to translate. It's a project where we have actually many different members, some that belong to our company, so publishers that belong to our company, but also other publishers from across Europe and small independent publishers from Italy, Serbia, Poland, Turkey, and different countries. So it's actually very diverse. And so I work a bit on the editorial selection, and I also work a tiny bit on distribution because, again, we are a tiny team, so each person does many different things. So, but if I were to sum up, yes, I do mainly marketing, the editorial, and a bit of distribution.
Yeah, of this one. Yeah, I've got it. Thank you so much. And how did you get into that line of work?
Well, it's a long story. I studied publishing in Italy, but I really so I am based in Brussels. The company is French, but we have offices also in Brussels, so I'm here. So yeah, I was studying publishing and I really wanted to work in publishing, and I didn't know much about comics and graphic novels. So for me, it was like a completely new discovery. That's what made it exciting, actually. So I ended up here in Brussels and I got into the licensing department. Which then created Europecomics. So because I came to Brussels and I didn't speak French, so I had to find a job with English, and I also speak Italian, so licensing was the right choice. So that's how I got into the company through an internship, and then we created Europecomics and the whole thing started. So yeah.
Amazing. And why did you join BookMachine, and what do you hope to learn? Who do you want to meet? What sort of drew you in?
Well, basically, yes. So I'm in Brussels. So our company is French. So as you can imagine, our market here, although I work in the English-speaking world, but our local market is French-speaking, and I think there is a lot to learn from the English-speaking market. So in the UK, and I always keep an eye on what's happening there. I think you're much more advanced technologically, so. Yeah, there's plus in general, I think in publishing there's so many new things going on now. There's so much, even before the pandemic. there's so much to know and to learn continuously all the time in order to actually understand what's happening. We always need to, a bit like doctors basically, who learn all their lives. I think publishing is the same. So that's why I joined BookMachine in order to get to learn new things and meet interesting people, I guess, as well.
Amazing. I've never been compared to doctors before. I like that in terms of but in terms of it's constant. It's not like you get a job and then that's it. You've got your job. The market's constantly changing, and yeah, it's a good way to think about it. And what are you working on right now, and what excites you about it?
Well, what I just kind of launched is this sort of a book club, an online book club it's a test because our books are all digital. So anyways, digital is our natural environment, but now even more with all events that have been canceled, we need to think of other things. So we are joining some virtual events, but I really have been wanting to do this book club. So it's called EUC Book Club on Facebook. And I think it's just the beginning. So I've just started. So if you go there, if you see there's not too much, don't be shocked.
I'll give you a few weeks.
Yeah, super nice content with the authors. No, but I think what's interesting about book clubs and graphic novels in particular is that you don't just discuss the story, but there's also the art. There's also So they're always usually, I mean, two creators. So it's this whole fusion between the two of them, and there's just much more than just. It's not that the story is not important, but there's also the art.
Yeah, there's a whole.
Yeah, plus the first book is a biography, so it's really of a great gypsy jazz musician. So there's also many other stories within the story, and yeah, I'm excited about this. But I'm also scared. This is the first time.
You first posted, it sounds really interesting. As you said, it's like a bit different as a book club because there's so many more elements to it. So
yeah, sure.
Thanks so much for talking to me today. Like I saw that you'd taken one of the courses, and I've sort of seen your name come up. So it's just really great on a personal level to find out more about who you are and what you do and your interest in BookMachine. And then I'm sure from our members who are watching this as well to learn and listen about other members as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you.